Hello everybody, welcome on in to today's video. If you enjoy watching money reallocations from savings challenges that are finished, you are in the right place today. So that is what we are going to be doing. I have finished some mini savings challenges as well as a challenge that I use and I complete with my eating out, my spending, and my grocery money. I have decided not to do this as a randomizer. I kind of took some time, decided where I want to put the money. Maybe next time I will do a randomizer with it. Two of these minis, I believe, are already destined for homes in some sinking funds. So that's where we're going to do it. And then, yes, the money from my hit or miss challenge, I have already kind of decided where I'm putting it. So hello, if you are new, I am Deidre. I'm in my late 30s. I work full time in Canada. I live on the prairies. I'm a single income individual. I am not low income. I'm not high income. I'm basically somewhere in the middle. So I hope you will join me on this journey so I can reach 500 subscribers this year, so I can do a giveaway of some amazing budgeting items. I want to encourage those on their journey, whether you are just trying to save money, you're trying to pay down debt, you're just trying to get better. I want to be able to bless somebody else with some items that will help them keep up motivation, because I think when it comes to cash stuffing, budgeting, paying off debt, saving money, sometimes it can get a bit stale. Sometimes it can feel a little bit maybe boring. Maybe you don't feel like you're making progress. So if we can use some tools to help us continue our journeys, because even though I am consumer debt free, my journey is to stay debt free. I only have a mortgage. I do not have any consumer debt. I have not had consumer debt for over a year. It was a very, very long process to have it paid off. I sacrificed quite a bit to do so. So I don't want to screw that up. So continuing to save money, reaching goals is kind of my journey now. So we are going to show off the challenges that were finished. I want you to go check out these amazing creators, the Freebies. I will make sure their Ko-Fis are linked below so you can go get them, and I will make sure Bella's Etsy shop is linked down below. So we have a couple of mini challenges that we finished, and so we have the Boxing Day challenge, which is from Mimi Happy Budgets, and this one is earmarked just for generic sinking funds, so I'm just going to set the money there. So we're just going to set that challenge off to the side. Next up, we saved $10 from Oma's Low Income Journey, and it was a puppy dog challenge, and this one is earmarked for health, so I'm just going to set that there for a quick moment because we're just going to reallocate these in a quick moment. Next up is an iced coffee challenge from Budgeting Sweet Cecile. It saved 15, and this one is earmarked for gifts. So gifts or gift money is needed now in May, June, and all of summer. Obviously, Mother's Day, Father's Day. Mother's Day has passed, but Father's Day is coming up in June. And then all of my familial birthdays are in the summer. So the money is needed. Christmas money is saved separately outside of that, and it is done electronically. So just because it's easier for me to do it that way. So I'm just going to quickly pull out my binder, and actually I'll quickly show this off. So I did have money in my hit or miss challenge, which I will be using that envelope again because I will be playing with a different challenge. This is from Bella over at Saving Made Simple. She makes a bunch of these hit or miss ones. This is, I can't even remember, I think this is like my 6th maybe one I finished of hers. So she does various ones of all different categories. This one happened to be the kiss list, and so it was romantic type movies, and I completed it. And so we saved up a decent amount actually in this one. I had seen a lot of these movies, so I kind of only saved $5 for when I have seen them. The previous one I hadn't seen most of them, so I saved a whole lot more. But in that challenge we saved 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, and 90. So I'm just going to put this with the money from the Boxing Day challenge because this is just going to be used for sinking funds. So quickly I'm going to put the money that I saved. Actually, I have to grab my other binder first because health sinking fund is in here. So this, I'm trying to use it as more like a health buffer. So I do have health benefits through work. I do typically get reimbursed for most of my health benefits. And although that kind of starts ending usually towards the end of the year when I have basically used up those benefits. So I will then pay out of pocket and not be reimbursed. So typically if I have to pay for something like going to the dentist or needing my contact lenses, or I need a prescription refill, chiropractic, physiotherapy, etc. I typically just put that on my credit card because my benefits usually pay me back within a few days. But if I don't have any benefits left the end of the year, I have to pay out of pocket and I'm not reimbursed. So I want to use this money to basically just like reimburse myself, if that makes sense. So it got $10 today, and actually we can cross off, well, we can color in part of this heart here, and my goal is to get it to 150 this year. I've never actually gotten it to 150, or maybe I did many years ago, but then it had to be kind of used. So I'm kind of hoping I don't have to use it this year. That's kind of the ultimate goal, but we should have 125 in here. So we have 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25. So that is absolutely correct. I am super happy with that because, like I said, I don't know if I've ever had it at 150, but ultimately I would rather not have to use it, but if I need to, that's what it's there for. And then we're going to put the iced coffee challenge into my gifts. And we're just going to say it was from a challenge because that's what it was. And these are just laminated. This is just to help me keep track. So we should have 170 in here because it's getting the 15. But let's just double check. Always good to double check these things. So in gifts, we have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, and 70. So typically when I'm purchasing gifts, usually I will either pay just from my checking account. If it's online, I'll be using my credit card, and then I usually just pull the money out of here to reimburse myself. So that is that. So we are then now going to go into my home binder. I'm going to put some of this money that we had saved in towards my new home. So new home is meant for when I go to purchase a new place next year. What my goal is to purchase a new place because I live in a condo right now and we cannot have any pets. And I knew that when I purchased over 8 years ago, but I'm very lonely. I would like to get a dog. I would also like my parents and my brother and sister's pets to be able to come over. So this money is earmarked for house inspection because that's incredibly important to have done. It is earmarked for lawyers' fees, moving costs, that sorts of thing. The equity from my condo will be used as what I would say the down payment. We are going to put $20 in here today. So we have 1,000, 2,000, 200, 350, and 370 in there. And so that is awesome. I know we are definitely going to get to the 2,500. I think if I could get this to like 3,500, $4,000 this year, if I could even somehow push it to $5,000, we'll see. But I am waiting to have surgery, so I don't really know if that's entirely feasible. But just as much as I can get in here, that is what I want to do. So we are also going to just put a little bit in towards furniture. So this is furniture for a new place, not my current place, just to give it a little bit of a boost. It's not a super priority right now, but I will need some furniture when I do move. So just because I have less space right now, I'm definitely going to probably need furniture over time to fill a new place. So, yeah, and I don't mind buying like secondhand. I don't need like the super fanciest stuff, but just kind of slowly building this up. So we have 250, 270, and 280. So I don't know how much this is actually supposed to save, this little tracker. So let me just just because I don't know if I can cross off another one. So we have 3, 6, 9, and 12. So 240. I'm not going to worry about crossing it off right now because I think I'm just going to have to go back and maybe restart this little tracker. So, but that's okay. Glad it got just like a little bit of money. So yeah, like we're only 20 away from another $100 in there. So I'm just going to mark these off so I don't confuse myself. All right, so we are going to bring in this binder here. So these are more like revolving categories. Some people would call them self-care categories. I am putting money into beauty because that is something I do enjoy spending money on. And this would be more for my skincare, my hair care, any makeup that's a little bit more than, say, like a drugstore price. Because if it was from the drugstore, I'll usually just use my spending money. But we were putting in 60, so we have 10, 20, 30, 40. 45, 50, 55, and 60. So that should, yes, leave us with $10 left. Woo, dropping the money. Don't want to lose that. That's for darn sure. So that got a nice little boost because it did get used up for some things. And I'm just going to throw in a little extra into clothes because it hasn't gotten anything for a while. I have no intentions of purchasing any clothes right now. I am trying to lose some weight. I'm almost down 20 pounds, but like clothes still fit. I have quite a bit of muscle on me. I always have. I've been working out quite consistently for probably over a decade at least, and at least the last 5 or 6 years I've really upped my exercise, so I do have muscle on me. So clothes do still fit. Some are becoming definitely more loose, but they're not to the point where like they're literally falling off. So eventually I probably will need some new pants, maybe the odd new top, but I'm gonna wait and purchase those things. So we have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, and 85 in clothes. And again, if I really needed, say, a pair of jeans, I would probably go to like one of our local thrift stores and see if I could find a pair. Jeans are where I'm finding it's becoming harder to kind of wear because they're becoming quite baggy in the bum and the legs and even the waist. But and I can't really wear belts too much. I'm actually allergic to cheap metal, and most belts have a metal clasp. And yes, I've done the clear nail polish on things, but I react like super badly. So wearing a belt isn't really even feasible. So I might need a new pair of jeans at some point, but I won't be spending like brand new prices on those anyways. So yeah, the money is all gone. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed being able to boost up some sinking funds. I hope you did too. If you made it this far, I would definitely love for you to leave a let's say a scissors emoji so that I know you made it here. And again, if you are not subscribed, I hope that you will join me on this journey. And if you have a channel, definitely let me know. I'd definitely love to cheer you on in your journey. And if you're returning, just thank you so much for coming back, spending time with me. I appreciate you being here. I love engaging with you in the comments. I have no idea what my next video will be. I think it will probably eventually be another savings challenge. But yeah, I haven't filmed anything, so yeah, but I hope you will come back when that video releases, and I hope you have an amazing day. Thanks. Bye, everybody.